I don't remember this there interstate. Weren't nothing but a dirt road once.
It ain't been here about a year. Just long enough for everybody to drive off on it. There ain't practically nobody left in East Rod or Meltsy. They all done took out for the city.
Let me off here. I'm obliged.
like stones into a lake of fire. Like stones, you're all like stones. But Jesus died to redeem you. Can you understand that Jesus was so soul hungry that for each soul?
Are you fixing to work the farm, Hayes?
No, I ain't.
What you gonna do?
I'm gonna do some things. I'm gonna do some things I ain't never done before.
Hardly anyone left around here anymore. Everybody done left or died.
Can you cash this army check for me?
Sure. Was you wounded, Hayes?
Yes, I was.
How come you wasn't wearing no Purple Heart?
Well, I got one, but I didn't want people to know where I was wounded.
Oh. Well, there's no place quite like home, is there? Are you going home?
I'm going to the city, Talkingham. I don't know nobody in Talkingham. I'm gonna do some things there.
I know George Sparks in Talkingham.
I'm gonna do some things I ain't never done before.
Well, time does fly, don't it? I haven't seen my sister's children in about 5 years now. I don't know if I know them if I saw them. There's Roy and Jimmy J and John Wesley. Oh, they call me Mama Dog, and they call my husband Papa Dog.
I reckon you think you've been redeemed.
Why, yes. Life is an inspiration, don't you think?
'60 Buckley Road.
You ain't no friend of hers, are you?
I never saw her before.
She don't usually have no preacher for company.
I ain't a preacher. I only seen her name in a toilet.
Well, you look like a preacher. Your hat looks like a preacher's hat.
It ain't. It's just a hat.
Well, it ain't only the hat. It's a look on your face somewhere.
Looky here, I know preacher.
Now, I understand it ain't anybody perfect on this green earth. Not preachers, not nobody. And you can tell folks better how terrible sin is if you know from your own experience.
Listen, get this. There ain't but one thing that I want you to understand, and that's that I don't believe in anything.
Nothing at all?
Nothing.
Well, that's the problem with you preachers. You've all got too damn good to believe in anything.
You hunting something? Something on your mind?
Usual business.
Make yourself at home.
A thing that I mean to have you know is that I ain't no goddamn preacher.
That's okay, son. Mama don't mind if you ain't no preacher, as long as you got $4.
Okay, folks, gather around. Look at this miracle peeler here, folks. You know what? Now I'm gonna give away a half a dozen peeled potatoes to the first one that buys one of these here miracle machines. Who's gonna be first now? Okay, folks, who's gonna be number one? What about you back there? You can't afford to pass up a bargain like this. You know that? What's your name, boy?
Name? Enoch Emery.
Oh, a boy with a pretty name like that ought to have one of these machines. Okay, folks, let's go. Who'll be the first one here? Who'll be the first one to get one of these? How about you over here?
Help the blind preacher. Help the blind.
He's talking to you. He's talking to you.
Yeah, that's right.
Help the blind preacher and his daughter spread the word of Jesus here.
Who'll be first now?
Give up a
Okay,
dollar.
folks,
I'm going to
number
start
one.
preaching here.
What the hell do you think you're doing?
You're
What
gonna
the
have me
hell do you
beg
think
and
you're
preach.
doing? I got this crowd together. What the
blind
hell do you
preacher.
think you
Start
are?
preaching.
What do you think
Give
you're
up a
hoarding
dollar
like
here.
this? What do you
Help the
think you're
blind
doing? What the
preacher.
hell do you think
Help
you're
the
doing?
blind
I got these people together. Get out of here. I got this crowd together. Get out of here.
Worse than you all do.
Be like this, you know
Blind
what?
preacher here.
It gets on me. I got this crowd together.
Help the blind unemployed preacher here.
These goddamn communist foreigners. I got this crowd together.
Preacher here.
Okay, folks, pay no attention to him, folks. Who'll be number one? Who'll be the first one to buy one of these here for dollars?
I see you.
Blind unemployed preacher here.
Here.
So you saving your money when your soul ain't saved. Come on, give up a dollar for Jesus. A dollar for Jesus. Is it too much to ask for a dollar for Jesus?
Give me one of those. I got a dollar.
Just to add 50 cents to that dollar, and you got yourself a deal, okay?
All right,
Okay,
come on.
folks, who's
Any
gonna be
more
the first
quarters?
one?
Any more quarters? Any more dollars?
Don't crowd in, folks. Don't crowd in.
Help the blind
Okay, folks, who'll be
preacher.
first?
Help the blind preacher here.
So the first one buying one of these here miracles. I tell you what, who's gonna be the first one to buy one of these here machines? Thank you, sir. There goes the first sale, folks. Next sale. Who'll be the next one to buy one of these here miracles?
See? All they want to do is knock you down. I ain't never been in such an unfriendly place before. There's too many people on the streets. How long you been here? 2 days. I've been here 2 months. I work at the zoo. I didn't catch your name good.
Hazel Motes.
Hazel Motes. You look like you might be following them hicks.
Stop! Don't you
Now,
see
what
that?
do you think that thing is up there for? Now, maybe you thought that red was for white folks and green ones was for niggers, huh?
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what
well,
I
now
thought.
you tell all your friends about these lights. Red is for stop, green is for go. Men and women, white folks and niggers all go on the same light. Now, you tell all your friends about that now, you hear? So that when they come to town, they'll know.
I'll look after him. He ain't been here but 2 days.
I'm obliged.
Wasn't nothing. Reckon I'll go along and keep company for a while? Sure wouldn't want to get messed up with no hicks. Particular the Jesus kind. I know, I done a lot of that myself. I was 12 years old and I could sing some hymns good I learned off this nigger. So this here welfare woman traded me from my daddy, took me off to Boonville to live with her. She had a brick house, but it was Jesus all day long. Reckon she was 40 years old. She was ugly. Her hair was so thin it looked like ham gravy trickling down her skull. I got out, though. Wanna know how? I scared the hell out of that woman, that's how. I studied and I studied on it. I even prayed. I said, Jesus, show me a way to get out of here. Darn if he didn't. I got up one morning, just before daylight. I went into her room without my pants on and pulled up the sheet and give her a heart attack. Your jaw just crawls, don't it? Don't you never laugh?
It's that boy, Papa.
Smell the sin on his breath. What'd you follow me for?
I never followed you.
She said you was following.
I ain't followed you nowheres. I followed her.
I don't want that thing. Take it. I don't want it.
Take it and shut up before I hit you.
I won't have it.
You take it like I told you. You never followed you.
I got it, but it ain't mine.
I followed her to say I wasn't beholden none of her fast eye like she give me back there.
What do you mean? I never looked at you with no fast eye. I only watched you tearing up that tract. Papa, he tore it up in little pieces. He tore it up and sprinkled it all over the ground like
shut
salt.
up! Followed me. Nobody could follow you. I can hear the urge of Jesus in his voice.
Jesus.
Now, you listen to me, boy. Jesus is a fact. You can't run away from Jesus.
No, you listen. I come a long way since I'd believe in anything. And I come halfway around the world.
No, you ain't come so far that you could keep from following me, though, have you, boy? Some preacher's left his mark on you. Did you follow me for me to take it off or to give you another one? I hear them scraping their feet inside. Get out the tracks. They're fixing to come out.
What we gonna do? What's inside that there building?
Program letting out.
You take this boy and go up to the other side and give out, and I'll stay here with the one that followed me. Now, you go to the top of them stairs and repent, boy, and renounce your sins and distribute these tracts to the people.
I'm as clean as you are.
Fornication, blasphemy, what else?
If I was in sin, I was in it before I ever committed any. There ain't no change coming me. I don't believe in sin. Nothing matters but that Jesus don't exist.
Go distribute them tracts to the people.
I'll take them up there and throw them in the bushes. You be watching. See, can you see?
Jesus calls you. Jesus calls you.
Hey, looky down yonder. You see that blind man down there? He's giving out tracts and begging Jesus you ought to see him. And he's got this here ugly child. I mean, you better get on the other side, lady. There's a fool down there giving out tracts.
Don't pay no attention to that fanatic up there.
Don't I know what exists and what don't? Ain't I got eyes in my head? Am I a blind man? Let me tell you something. Maybe you think that you ain't clean because you don't believe. Every one of you are clean. And I'll tell you why. If you think it's because of Jesus Christ crucified, you're wrong. I ain't saying he wasn't crucified, but I say it wasn't for you. I'm gonna start a new church, the Church of Truth, without Jesus Christ crucified. And it won't cost you nothing to join my church. It ain't started yet, but it's gonna be. I don't need Jesus. What do I need Jesus for? I got Leora Watt.
Hawks, Asa Hawks the name, when you're gonna following me again.
Sin is a trick on niggers. Sin ain't on my books.
Hey. Now we got shut of them, why don't we go someplace and have us some fun? Heard about there's this house we can go and have us some fun? I can pay you back next week.
I got business of my own. I seen just about all of you I want.
I've been here 2 months and I don't know nobody. People ain't friendly here. I think I've seen you someplace before. You ain't from Stockwell, are you?
No.
Looked like you had a kind of familiar face.
Bye.
I'm going this way, too. My daddy made me come. I ain't but 18 years old, and he made me come here, and I don't know nobody, and nobody here will have nothing to do with me. I ain't friendly. Looky here, you want a woman, you don't have to go following nothing ugly like that kid you give a peeler to.
Look, get away from me.
People here ain't friendly. You ain't from here, but you ain't friendly neither. And you don't know nobody neither. I knew when I first seen you that you didn't have nobody or nothing but Jesus. I seen you, yeah, I knew it. That's right. Standing around acting like you got wires of blood and anybody else, but you ain't, because I'm the one that has it, not you, me.
What are you talking about?
About I know things I ain't never learned. How I can see signs. It's something that just happens, and I got to do some things sometimes. I got to do some things sometimes I don't even want to do. And sometimes inside me, I can feel it. I can feel it pulling and tugging at me and pushing, and I can feel my blood beating, and I got to do this thing right now. It's wise blood. Ain't everybody has it. See, it's a gift. It's a gift, like a gift for the prophets. Now, I ain't saying I'm a prophet. No, it ain't like that, but it's like that.
You're crazy, boy. You get away from me and you stay away. I'm going where I'm going. I got a woman, see? And that's where I'm going, to visit her.
She told me where they live. That girl you give a peeler to? She said to visit them and to bring you there.
Ray.
This way out. This way out. 85 cents, don't buy it.
Exclusive show, Miss Eve herself in person. Only 15 at a time. Only 15 at a time. So sin season will cost you 85 cents to see it. Exclusive show, Miss Eve herself in person. Only 15 at a time. So sin season will cost you 85 cents to see it. So sin season.
for what you was. Filth, the generation of blasphemers and whoremongers. Every one of you, there ain't one of you is a clean man or woman or child. I tell you, there ain't no finer act than God's judgment. Repent before he casts you down into the burning pit of hell like stones, into a lake of fire.
What we've got to show.
Let me see Slade.
What you want to see him for?
I want to see him about this here car.
I am him.
Well, how much it cost?
How much do you figure? Give us an estimate.
What do you want?
I want this here car.
I might take $300 for it.
I wouldn't pay no more than $200 for it.
That car you can't buy like that every day. It's got new tires on it.
They's new when it was built.
They built good cars several years ago. They don't build good cars. You want to get underneath it and look at it?
No.
Told you want to bust them tires. What'll you give me for it? I'll take 2.5.
That wouldn't be worth what it'd cost to cart it off.
I won't argue with you about that. This car was built by a bunch of niggers. If you don't want this one, there's plenty more you can look at, just the same price.
What do you want for it?
I'll take 2 1/4 and you pay me when you leave.
2 1/4 and some gas.
Thanks, fool.
I wanted this car mostly to be a house for me. I ain't got no place to be.
You got to switch it on with them 2 wires right there. You gotta let the handbrake down.
Even for that boy there, he would die 10 million times. He will chase him over the waters of sin. You doubt that Jesus walks over the waters of sin? This boy has been chastened, and he will be redeemed. Jesus will never leave him, ever. Jesus will have you in the end.
What are you doing parked in the middle of the road, son?
Take your hand off my shoulder. I'm reading that sign. There ain't a person or whoremonger who wasn't something worse first. That ain't the sin nor the blasphemy. The sin came before him. Jesus is a trick on niggers.
Well, will you get this goddamn outhouse out of the middle of the road?
I don't have to run away from anything, because I don't believe in anything. What direction's the zoo in?
Back the other way. That where you escaped from?
You're so ugly, I can't stand it. Shoot. Shoot, I had a face like that, I'd sit on it and never get up. Hi, Hazel. How are you?
The guard said I'd find you here, said you like to talk to the monkeys.
Just look at him. He acts like he thinks he's as good as me or you. Just like some niggers I've seen. Shoot! I had a face like that, I'd put a paper bag on it.
Look, I'm looking for that blind preacher named Hawks. Now, do you know where they live?
Hawks?
Hawks.
Yeah, him and his girl.
Right. Now, did she tell you where they live?
Hazel, listen here. I got to show you something.
Oh, look, I got to see that man.
This thing, Hazel, I got to show it to you. It's now, here, this
What
afternoon.
thing? I don't want to
Come on.
see anything of yours. I want that address.
Mavziva.
Walk easy. I don't want to wake the old guard. They ain't very friendly with me.
See that there notice? It says he was once as tall as you or me. Some Arabs done it to him in 6 months. Took all the blood out of him, then they done it to him. Must have sewed up his mouth to keep him from yelling while they was doing it. You can count his eyelashes.
Is this what you want to show me?
Yeah.
Well, I seen it. Now, where do they live? Do you know where they live?
Yeah, sure. I know where they live.
All right. Where is it? Which one of them houses is it?
Well, she said it was on Plum Tree Drive. Wait, I know where it's at. I remember the number she gave to me.
You're lying. You don't know where they live. You lied to me.
I couldn't lie. It's one of these here houses. I swear to you. Wait, I think that's it. Trying to help you find it, Hazel, but I
can't use none of your help. You lied to me. You ain't got any better idea where they live than I do.
No, it ain't true. She told me to come.
You lied to me. You've been running up and down this city just to show me some kind of dried-up dead man and a cage of monkeys and a hoot owl, and now you can't find them because you don't know where they live.
If a room's free, I'd like to rent it.
Room's for rent, all right. What do you do?
I'm a preacher.
What church?
Church of Truth Without Christ.
Protestant? Or something foreign?
Oh, no, ma'am, it's Protestant.
Well, you can look at the room. It's $20 a week in advance.
Man named Hawks lives here, don't he?
Downstairs in the front room. Him and his child. It used to be a fire escape there. I don't know what happened to it.
I'll take the room.
It's that boy, Papa. That one that keeps following me.
What do you want? I live here now. I thought if your girl give me so much eye back there, I just might return some of it.
What I give you the other day was a look of indignation for what I seen you do. It was you give me the eye. You should have seen him, Papa. He looked me up and down.
I started my own church. I'm gonna be preaching it on the streets.
You can't leave me alone, can you, boy? I didn't ask you to come here and I ain't asking you to hang around.
What the hell kind of a preacher are you not to see if you can save my soul?
Goddamn Jesus hog.
Well, look what you used to be. Look what you tried to do. You got over it. So he.
I don't want him around here. It makes me nervous.
Listen here. You help me to get him, And then you go away and do what you please, and I can live with him.
You don't even know you exist.
Even if he don't, that's all right. That's how come I can get him easy. I want him, and you ought to help, and then you can go off like you want to.
All right. But you better make it work if you want to eat after I'm gone.
I'll get him.
That might be just fine. Might be the oil on Aaron's beard.
Listen here. It would be the nuts. I'm just crazy about him. I never seen a boy I like the looks of any better. Don't run him off. Tell him how you blinded yourself for Jesus and show him that clipping you got.
Clipping.
My church is the church without Christ. I am a member and a preacher to that church where the blind don't see and the lame don't walk and what's dead stays that way. What church you belong to? You, boy. There. I said, what church you belong to?
Church of Christ.
Well, ask me about my church, and I'll tell you, it's the church that the blood of Jesus don't foul with redemption.
Listen here, I'm gonna take the truth with me wherever I go. I'm gonna preach it to whoever will listen. I'm gonna preach that there was no fall, because there was nothing to fall from. No redemption, because there was no fall, and no judgment, because there wasn't the first two. Nothing matters but that Jesus Christ was a liar.
Hazel, listen here, Hazel, I found it.
What do you want?
I found it, the house where they live. You shouldn't ought to hit me, Hazel. It weren't nothing I done that you should have hit me. I only thought it was a 3, but I found it, and I'll take you there if you want.
I know where they live. I live there now, see?
Know where they live? But if you didn't know and I told you, then you'd know now.
Oh, get out of here. All he can do is hang around and make a fool out of himself. He don't know whether he's coming or going. He ain't nothing but a shiftless, crazy boy. If Jesus Christ had redeemed you, what difference would it make to you? What difference would it make to that crazy boy? There's no peace for the redeemed. If there was 3 crosses there and Jesus Christ hung on the middle one, that wouldn't mean no more to you or me than the other 2. What you need is something to take the place of Jesus. Something that would speak plain. Now, the church without Christ don't have a Jesus, but it needs one. It needs a new Jesus, one that's all man without blood to waste, that don't look like any other man, so you'll look at him. Give me such a Jesus.
I got him. I mean, I can get him. Him, you've seen him yourself. Him that I showed to you, the new Jesus. I'll get him. I'll get him for you, Hazel.
You look at me, and you look at a peaceful man. Peaceful because my blood has set me free.
Who is it? Me. Come in.
What do you want?
If Jesus Christ cured blind men, how come you don't get him to cure you?
He blinded Paul.
Where did you get them scars under your eyes?
Get me that clipping. Here, read that. That's how I got the scars.
He done it with lime, and there was hundreds converted. Anybody that blinded himself for justification, I'll be able to save you. Or even somebody of his blood.
Nobody with a good car needs to be justified.
Bastard got away with my clipping. Go get it.
Well, you got another clipping, ain't you? The one that says evangelist nerve fails.
I've been here all the time and you never known it.
What do you want to hide in my car for? I got business before me. I ain't got time for any foolishness.
Let's drive a bit. My name is Sabbath, Sabbath Lily Hawks. My mother named me that just after I was born because I was born on the Sabbath. And then she turned over in her bed and died, and I never seen her.
Uh-huh.
Him and her wasn't married, and that makes me a bastard. But I can't help it. It's what he done to me and not what I done to myself.
Bastard.
A real bastard. Do you know what? A bastard shall not enter the kingdom of heaven.
How could you be a bastard
read
when
the
you're
papers?
dead? No.
Well, there's this woman in it named Mary Brittle that tells you what to do when you don't know.
You couldn't.
I wrote her a letter and asked her what I was to do.
You couldn't be a bastard
I
when
says,
your daddy
Dear Mary,
planned.
I am a
himself for-
bastard, and a bastard shall not enter the kingdom of heaven, as we all know. But I have this personality that makes boys follow me. Do you think I should neck or not? I shall not enter the kingdom of heaven anyway, so I don't see what difference it makes.
Listen here, if your daddy
Then
was...
she answered my letter in the paper. She said, Dear Sabbath, light necking is acceptable. But I think your real problem is one of adjustment to the modern world. Perhaps you ought to re-examine your religious values to see if they meet your needs in life. A religious experience can be a beautiful addition to living if you put it in the proper perspective and do not let it warp you. Read some books on ethical culture.
You couldn't be a bastard when you must be mixed up. Your daddy blinded himself
Then
for Jesus
I wrote
Christ and...
another letter that says, Dear Mary, what I really want to know is, should I go the whole hog or not? That's my real problem. I'm adjusted okay to the modern world.
But your daddy blinded himself for
He wasn't always as holy as he is now. She never answered my second letter.
You mean in his youth your daddy didn't believe, but he come to? Is that what you mean? Or ain't it?
That's right. You quit feeling that my leg with yours. You turn down that dirt road.
How did he come to believe? What changed him to a preacher of Jesus?
Why don't we get out and sit under the trees where we could get better acquainted?
Was he always such an evil-seeming man, or before he came to believe, or just part-way evil-seeming?
All the way evil. Stop the car. Let's get out here. for a while.
I'll be going back to town. I ain't got time to sit in any woods. I suppose before he came to believe, he didn't believe at all.
I can save you. I've got a church in my heart where Jesus is king.
I believe in a new kind of Jesus. One that can't waste his blood redeeming people with it, 'cause he's all man and ain't got any God in him. My church is a church without Christ.
Well, can a bastard be saved in it?
There ain't any such a thing as a bastard in the church without Christ. Everything is all one. Bastard wouldn't be any different from anybody else.
That's good. There was this child once that nobody cared if it lived or died. Its kin sent it around from one to another of them, and finally to its grandmother, who was a very evil woman. And she couldn't stand to have it around, 'cause the least good thing made her break out in these whelps. She'd get all itching and swole. Even her eyes would itch her and swell up. And there wasn't nothing she could do but run up and down the road, shaking her hands and cursing. And it was twice as bad when this child was there, so she kept the child locked up in a chicken crate. It's seen its granny in hellfire, swole and burning. And it told her everything it's seen. And she got so swole until finally she went to the well and wrapped the well rope around her neck and let down the bucket and broke her neck. Would you guess me to be 17 years old?
Wouldn't be any sense to a word bastard in the church without Christ.
Ain't my feet white, though? Why don't you lie down and rest yourself? Don't make any difference to me how much you like me. I see you. I see you.
Don't look at me. Come on if you don't want to get left. What'd you do to my car? What's wrong with that? It's a good car, ain't it? Look, mister, that's a good car. That car will get me anywhere I want to go. car will get me anywhere I want to go. She may stop every once in a while, but you won't stop permanent. How much do I owe you?
Not a thing.
What about the gas?
Nothing. Not a thing.
All right, thank you. Told you this car will get me anywhere I want to go.
It's a grand auto. Goes as smooth as honey.
One built by a bunch of foreigners and niggers and their one-armed men. It's built by people with their eyes open who knew where they was at.
Some folks is always disputing everything. Some folks thinks that they owe everything that they got to Jesus Christ crucified. Well, in my economy, there ain't nobody that owes nothing to nobody. Are you gonna stay and listen, or are you gonna walk away like everybody else? Well, go on and go. But remember, the truth don't lurk around every street corner.
You folks, come on, you folks stay now, come back here. Come on back here. Yes, ma'am, just, come on. Come on now, stay, I was just fixing to tell you all about me. I wish I had my guitar. Somehow it's just easier for me to say something sweet with music rather than just plain. Listen to me, friends. Before I met this prophet here, I didn't have a friend in this world. Do any of you know what it means not to have a friend in the world?
There ain't no worse than nobody who wouldn't stick a knife in your back when you wasn't looking.
Oh, you said a mouthful when you said that, friend. Everybody, friends, I want to introduce myself to you. My name is Oni J. Holy, and I am a preacher. I don't mind you knowing that. But I don't want you to believe anything. And I wouldn't ask you to believe anything that you did not feel right in your own hearts. Friends, everybody that's born onto this earth is full of sweetness and love. You know that when a child gets bigger, that sweetness just doesn't show so good, does it? I mean, troubles come to perplex him, folks. I mean, the sweetness gets driven inside. Then he becomes miserable and lonesome and sick. And, you know, he starts to say, now where's my sweetness gone? Or somebody's lost their sweetness, friends. They might just despair completely. Huh? I mean, despair. Now that's the way it was with me, friends. I know what of I speak here. Before I met the prophet, before I found out he was out here to help me. I mean, he's out here preaching the Church of Christ without Christ. Now, I want you all to listen to him. I want you to listen to him and to me, and I want you to join our church, the Holy Church of Jesus Christ without Christ.
That man ain't true. I never seen him before.
I wasn't true before I met this prophet here. I want you to know that. I wasn't true. I didn't preach the truth. But I'm going to give you some reasons right now why you can join this church, why it's best for you. The first thing is just nothing foreign about it. No.
No, hey, listen, blasphemy ain't the way to the truth, whether you understand it or not.
You're the prophet.
This man is a liar.
You're the prophet. I lied before I met this prophet. I'm going to give
you
some more reasons why you ought to join this church, friends. Some more reasons is this church is right up to date. Now, you hear me, it's up to date. You belong to this church. Nothing or nobody's ever going to be ahead of you, right? Nothing or nobody will be ahead of you. Nobody's going to know something that you don't know. No, sir. I mean, all the cards right out on the table, friends. That's a fact. That's a natural fact. That's going to cost each and every one of you here $1. What's $1? $1 if you die.
Here's my
That's
dollar.
not too much to unlock the little rose of sweetness inside you. Just $1.
It don't cost you any money.
Hear the prophet?
To know the truth. You can't know it for money.
You see, $1's not too much, friend. You see, the prophet don't care nothing about money. It's not too much to know the truth, just $1. Now, folks, I'm going to have to leave you now. But we're going to meet here again tomorrow night in this very same spot. Right in the same place. I got to catch up with the prophet right now. Where are you going? There must be at least $10 out there. What's the big hurry, friend? Now, listen, you and me have got to get together on this thing. You know what you put me in mind of when I first seen you? Jesus Christ and Abraham Lincoln. Get out. What are you saying, friend? Hey, I've been on the radio for 3 years. I'm a real preacher, friend. You better listen to me, man. Get out. Listen, you won't get anywhere in the religious business. You got to keep it sweet. Listen, friend. Listen, you got some good ideas. You got good ideas. All they need is a little promotion. That Jesus idea is a good one. All we got to do is promote it.
Look, there ain't any such a thing as any new Jesus. That wasn't nothing but a way of saying something. Holy.
My name ain't Holy. My name is Hoover Schultz. And you better remember, friend, because I'm about to run you out of business. I mean, I'm going to be back here tomorrow night with a new prophet. I can find prophets for peanuts, friend. I'll do my own preaching, you understand me? You better watch it, because what you need, you know, is a little competition. You understand?
Now you can get out. Now you can leave me alone.
Hi, Hazel. I don't care if you hit me. I'm staying with you. I'm not going.
He ain't blind. Your daddy ain't blind.
I thought anybody could have seen that. It's just a crook.
I seen him. Just now. Without his glasses, and he saw me, too.
Listen. The minute I set eyes on you, I said to myself, that's what I gotta have. Just give me some of him. I said, look at those pecan eyes and go crazy, girl. That innocent look don't hide a thing. It's just pure filthy, right to the guts, like me. The only difference is I like being that way, and he don't. Yes, sir. I like being that way, and I can teach you how to like it. Don't you want to learn how to like it?
Yeah. Yeah, I want to.
Take off your hat, king of the beasts.
Gonga, come shake the giant paw, the royal paw, the monarch of the jungle. Gonga, the mighty Gonga, before each showing the great star himself will shake your tiny hand. Come see Gonga live, a personal appearance by the frightful beast before each presentation. A free pass to the first 10 brave enough to shake his hand. That's 12 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 6 o'clock, and 8 o'clock.
Hazel Moats live here?
He does.
You around?
Upstairs. First door. My man is sick today and sleeping. Because he didn't sleep none last night. What do you want?
I done brought him this here thing he needs. He knows what it is. I run an awful risk, but I did what I had to. You just give it to him. He'll know what to do.
I'll take care of it.
For him, not you here. You just tell him I got it, now it's his, and I'm glad to get shed of it.
What's in it?
Something he gotta have, something that'll save those that sees it, and he'll do something with it, 'cause it don't look like no other Jesus. You just give it to him.
Well, I declare. You're right cute, ain't you? Who's your mom and daddy? Well, let's go give him a jolt. Call me Mama now. No fun to let anybody else because you didn't want nothing but Jesus!
Gonga? He's coming here now?
Yeah.
The real Gonga?
Yeah.
You gonna shake his hand?
Yeah.
Can anybody shake his hand?
Yeah, you gotta get in line first.
Hand for a free pass. A free pass to the first 10 brave enough to shake his hand.
How old are you anyhow?
Okay, there's your pen. Make it snappy. Okay, there's your pen. Take his hand and keep moving. Yeah, there's your pen. Keep moving. Come on, keep moving. Keep moving. Let go. There's your pen. Keep it moving. Keep it. There's your pen. All right. Another time. Come on.
Name's Enoch Emery.
I can't hear you.
My name's Enoch Emery. I work at the... There's a leak in the gas tank I want you to plug up and make your starter work smoother.
You open the hood. Start it up.
Where's...
Give us the gas.
How long you figure it'll take you to fix it up?
Can't be done.
Oh, look, mister, this is a good car. I knew when I bought this car it was a good car. Now I got a place to be I can always get away in.
Plan on going someplace this here car?
Yeah. Another garage.
How much we gonna owe you?
$7.
All right, sir.
He won't hurt you as long as I hold him by the chain. Shake hands with the star of the show. Shake hands with Ganga. Come on, shake hands. Fourth goddamn time this idiot showed up. Been following us around all goddamn day.
Stay in line, man.
Shake hands with Ganga.
Hi, Ganga. I'm only 18 years old, but I already work at the city zoo.
You idiot! Go to hell. Get lost.
Come on, let's get out of here. Ganga's hand. Shake hands with the star himself. Shake hands with Ganga. He won't hurt you as long as I hold him by the chain.
Where you come from is gone. Where you thought you were going to weren't never there. And where you are ain't no good unless you can get away from it. Your conscience is a trick. It don't exist. And if you think it does, then you had best get it out in the open, hunt it down, and kill it.
Friends, I want you to meet the new prophet, the true prophet here. I want you to listen to what he says. Listen here. I want to listen to what he says because I think he's going to make you as happy as he has made me.
The unredeemed are redeeming themselves. And the new Jesus is at hand. Watch for this miracle. Help yourselves to salvation in the Holy Church of Christ. Without price.
Amen. Amen. The prophet. Amen. Amen.
Good stuff, huh?
Come back tomorrow night, folks. Bring your friend. You just earned yourself $3, friend. Let's make it 4. I want you back here tomorrow night. Come on, Joseph.
Shake hands with Donga. You want to shake hands with Donga?
Now, what you done that for? What you want? What you want? I ain't done nothing to you. How come you done that? Knocked my car in a ditch. Quit just looking at me. Say what you want. How come you stand on that car and say you don't believe in what you do believe in? What's it to you? What I do? Well, how come you do it is what I asked. Oh, man, has to take care of itself. Take off the hat and the suit. Now, look here. I ain't trying to mock you. He bought me this suit, and I threw my other one away. Take it off. Take it all off. Two things that I just can't stand. A man that ain't true, one that mocks what is. You should never have tempered with me if you didn't want what you got.
I gave my mother a lot of trouble. Never given no rest. And I stole that air car. And I never told the truth to my daddy. I told him where he still was for $5. Oh, Jesus. Jesus. Help me.
Shake hands with Gonga. I don't want to hurt you. I only wanted to shake hands. I only wanted to shake hands.
What are you doing?
I'm going somewheres.
What do you mean you're going somewheres? Where are you going?
I'm going to another city to preach the truth.
Hazel! Hazel, move! Hazel!
Okay. I want you to fill the car with gas. I want you to check the oil and the tires and the water. I'm going on a trip.
Where you going?
To another city.
In this car?
Look, nobody with a good car needs to worry about nothing. You understand?
Yep. You got 2 leaks in the radiator. This is a tire let here will last maybe 20 miles. You go slow.
This car is just beginning its life. A lightning bolt couldn't stop it.
I know you just putting water in it, won't hold it.
We'll put it in there just the same. I wasn't speeding, was I?
No, you wasn't speeding.
Well, I was driving on the right side of the road.
Yes, you was on the right side of the road. That's right.
What'd you stop me for then?
I just don't like your face.
Well, I don't like yours either.
Where's your license?
I don't need a license.
No, I don't reckon you do need one.
Well, I ain't got one if I do.
Look, would you mind following me down the road just a little ways? There's a view I want to show you there. Prettiest view you ever did see. Follow me. I think you'd better get out. You can see the view better if you're outside.
Mr. Moles? Take it easy. That girl is gone, Mr. Motes, I'm happy to say. She left right after you did what you did. Said she hadn't counted on no honest-to-Jesus blind man, and she run off to catch up with her daddy. Real trash, Mr. Moles. I run an orderly house, and that girl was trash if I ever saw it. Now, here we are. Everything is just the same as before. Tomorrow I'll bring your chair back up.
I'm obliged.
I told Miss Motes I want you to be comfortable in my house. Oh, here. Let me help you get out of these clothes.
Oh, no. I can take off my own clothes. I don't need no more help.
All right. You just call me if you need me. Welcome back, Mr. Motes. Why don't you start preaching again, Mr. Motes? Being blind wouldn't be a hindrance. People like to see a blind preacher. You get you one of them seeing dogs, and you and him could get quite a crowd. People always pay to see a dog. Certainly ought to start it again. Give you something to do. You haven't done a thing for months but walk. Why don't you start preaching again?
I can't preach.
Why?
I ain't got time.
socks for?
It don't make any difference what for.
It's not natural.
It's natural.
Well, it's not normal. It's like one of them gory stories that some people have quit doing. Like boiling in oil or being a saint or walling up cats. There's no reason to it. People have quit doing it.
They ain't quit doing it as long as I'm doing it.
People have quit doing it. What do you do it for?
I ain't clean.
I know it. You got blood on that shirt and in the bed.
That ain't the kind of clean.
There's only one kind of clean, Mr. Modes.
You can't see.
I wouldn't be surprised if you wasn't some kind of a agent of the Pope or got some connection with something funny. The way you live, Mr. Modes, is terrible. You might as well be one of them monks. You might as well live in a monkery. It's not good for you, Mr. Modes.
I ain't arguing with you about this.
Hear that wind, Mr. Modes? It's fortunate for you to have this warm place to be and somebody to take care of you. Every blind and sick man ain't so fortunate as to have somebody that cares for him. Let me tell you, Mr. Modes, few men are as fortunate as you. But I can't keep climbing up and down those stairs. It wears me out. But I've been thinking of what we could do about it. I know you like it here, and you don't want to leave this house, and you're a sick man and need somebody to take care of you besides being blind. So I've been thinking how we could arrange it so you could have a home and somebody to take care of you, and I wouldn't have to go up and down those stairs. I've been thinking, and I see only one thing for you and me to do. Get married. I cannot allow you to stay under no other circumstances. Mr. Modes? What are you dressing for? You don't want to go out in this weather. Nobody should be without a place of their own, and I'm offering you a home, a place here with me, a place you can always stay, Mr. Modes, and never worry yourself about. I got a place for you in my heart, Mr. Modes. I don't want a thing but to help you. And if we don't help each other, there's nobody to help us. Nobody. The world's an empty place, Mr. Modes. You got nobody to take care of you but me. Nobody to care if you live or die but me. No place to be but mine. Or were you thinking about finding you another rooming house? Maybe you were thinking about going to some other city.
No, that ain't where I'm going. There ain't no other house. There ain't no other city.
It's nothing, Mr. Modes. Holy, don't go backward. Unless you take what's offered you, you'll find yourself out in the cold, pitch black, and just how far do you think you'll get? You need to return to a place you don't value, Mr. Moats. The door won't be open to you. I want the police. Get me the police.
Hey, what's that over there? Why are we looking for one in a blue suit?
Blind and got a blue suit. This suit ain't blue.
Yes, it is, blue.
You think he's dead?
Ask him.
Hey, you. No, he's not dead. He's moving.
Maybe he's just unconscious.
Is it day or night?
It's day. We gotta take you back to pay your rent.
I'm going where I'm going.
Got to take you back anyway. Got to pay your rent first. Every bit of it.
Is this your man?
That's him.
We found him down by the railroad trestle.
In here. I thank you. Well, Mr. Moats, I see you've come home. I knew you'd be back, and I've been waiting for you. You can have it any way you like, upstairs or down, just however you want it, and me to wait on you. If you want to go on somewhere, we'll both go. Won't we, Mr. Moats? Mr. Moats? Mr. Moats? Mr. Moats?